just wanted to show you guys like the two machines that I use for key programming. These are the two machines that I use. Also, this is the Autel Mk808 Mk808, and then I have the Xtool Xpad 2. So basically, the way I set these up here is where you guys can actually see how they actually work differently and the different settings. So I'm going to tell you how I've used both machines in over the time that I've been using them, for about a year and a half each, and let you guys know the different things that I've done with them. You see, like these keys here, which I have here, these keys, it can program a lot of these flip keys and regular keys for certain cars. The issue that I had with the Mk808, the Mk808, it didn't program certain keys when it came to like a Toyota, say like a Toyota Prius lost all keys. It wasn't able to program it. I'm not saying that now it might not be able to program it, but before it wouldn't be able to do it without, you know, the updates that it probably got recently that's allowing it to be able to probably do all lost keys for the Toyota. But this machine wasn't able to do it, the all lost keys, but the Xtool was able to do it. And the reason why I have the Xtool is because of this one can program fobs, like wireless fobs, which all new cars come with nowadays, where it has the wireless fob. This machine programs them, and it programs them flawlessly. I'm not speaking from experience in programming keys for the Benzes. This doesn't program keys for Benzes, but it does program keys for BMW. I'm not saying all models, but for the E90 models and the older years, like the E90 and back, it has updates for the new F, which I'm going to show you guys for the F that it has. So basically, in my experience, using this one to program regular keys has worked out flawlessly. This one has programmed regular keys quickly, but the processor on this one has been a lot faster, to where it programs keys way faster than this one. But then again, the price of this and the price of this it's night and day. Now they have the 908, which is a higher model than this one, to program the wireless keys, and that one will be able to program wireless keys like this machine here. But I already had this machine, so I figured, you know, I just wanted to upgrade to something else to where you can program wireless keys or whatever and stuff like that. Just do it for a lot of, you know, friends and family and things like that. With the differences that I noticed was, especially with this one, was that like with this, a lot of the modes that I went to, this one works out great. You see, like right now it has like a lot of updates. It tells you a system program that it was just released 7 to the 4th. So this is a new system update, plus a whole bunch of other cars that we don't even have in this country. That's why I didn't update it, because it's just a waste of space. Programming it, because updating that, because you're not even going to need any of that stuff. So basically with the service, like I said, is oil reset, electronic park and brake, tire pressure monitoring system. Keep in mind, with this machine, I have programmed the tire pressure sensor on a 2013 ACURA TL, the wheel speed sensor, because we had a wheel speed sensor that went out on the 13, and we took it to Pep Boys to get the tire pressure sensor replaced. They replaced it, but they didn't have a machine to program the sensor back, which didn't make any sense, but whatever. I was able to program it back, the tire pressure sensor, with this machine here. This machine supposedly has where you can do the tire pressure sensor also. Yeah, tire pressure reset. But I've never used this one to do that. The steering angle sensor, which is the SRS or SAS. Yeah, the SAS for the steering angle sensor. With this one, I use it on the Xtool, and it doesn't get rid of the exclamation point on the ACURAS when you have to do the neutral memorization process. For some reason on this tablet, it doesn't work, it doesn't process, and the process just always fails on this machine. But on this one, the cheaper one, it goes through perfectly fine on this one. I guess it has to be a software problem or something with this one, where it doesn't work as well as this one when it comes to the smaller things. I use this one for more of the keys, like the wireless keys, because this one does the wireless keys and it does the keys with the blade itself. So it programs both. This one only programs just the regular blade keys. That's what it programs. So some of the cars I programmed for this, 2017, 2018 Accords, 2014 cars. It's a whole bunch of cars that this one is capable of doing. As long as it has a key, this machine can program it. Okay? The Lexuses, I'm not too sure, because when I tried to use this one to program a key for a Lexus, as I said before, it didn't work. But this machine did work, the Xtool. So this one wasn't able to process it, but the second one was able to do it. So with the Xtool, is basically you got immobilizer, odometer adjustment, common diagnosis, which is the regular common diagnosis of the car, like scanning all systems. These are both all system scanners. They both have the battery reset when it comes to, for German cars, where you can reset the throttle. This one has it also. This one has the throttle reset. This one has the battery reset. This one has it also. But this one has a few more settings that this one doesn't have. These are all extra stuff that they added in over time with the updates. This one, over time with the updates, really hasn't really given me much. The software has been great when it comes to programming keys and stuff like that, and like scanning cars, but other than that, it still doesn't have as many systems as this one, the lower level one. I'm not saying that this is a bad machine. It's not a bad machine. It works great to me. It works very quickly, but if you want, you can always upgrade to the 908, which is around $900, $1,000. That's your choice. Okay, so basically I was just like showing you comparisons. Like I said, this one is just a lot faster, but it's because it's a higher level tablet and it has a faster processor than this one. Basically, like I said, the diagnostic system works great. This one is color. It's vibrant. Picture looks better. Like I said, the settings is better. Everybody, because a lot of people have contacted me and asked me which one is better. Honestly, I like both of them. You know what I'm saying? But if you're looking for something to program all keys and different things like that, I would go with this one, because this one programs more vehicles than the Mk808. If you want something for your regular do-at-home mechanic person or whatever, where you and a couple friends put together some money to get this one, and you get this one. But if you want this one is more level for like a shop. If you're doing like keys and stuff for a shop and, you know, different things like that. This one is just basically, I would focus on this machine just for keys. Just for keys and scanning systems. This one here, this one is great at scanning systems also. It's great at programming keys. Like I said, the mobilizer system, it programs keys for all years. As long as it's has a key, you can program it for this one. As long as it has a key and it has a blade, it can program it. Wireless fobs, this cannot program wireless fobs. The Mk808 cannot program wireless fobs. This, the XPad 2, can program wireless fobs. But this is not the regular XPad 2. This is the XPad 2 Pro, which comes with all this stuff. All the extra adapters for different cars. These are for Mazda. Different adapters for Mazda and EEPROM systems to like update the computer. Also came with this fob, where you sit the actual key fob into this, and this is how you program it. Especially with the German cars, with the BMWs, this is how you program the keys. You can slid in this slot, and that's how you program it. Okay, but like I said, not all the cars you need one of these ports in order to program a key. With the ACURA is different. You don't need any keys. You don't need any base to program this. This programs wirelessly to the system, wirelessly as you're sitting in the car, as all the remotes work. So this one, as you guys can see, it's definitely a higher level scanner than that one. Okay, this one works great. Like I said, if you choose to get it, it's on you. The Mk808 is great. If you guys look on Amazon, you guys can pick these up for $313, $330. They'll be on sale, lightning deals. Keep a lookout for them. They work great. This is perfect for someone at home that's looking for something to scan cars and to program keys, simple keys and stuff like that. And then eventually down the line, you upgrade to something better, like a 908 version of this one, where you can program keys and fobs. But for right now, the winner that I say is between these two is the Xtool, because the Xtool can program all keys, fobs, all of that, and I've had no issues. I've done all the same keys with this one. All the keys that this one wasn't able to program, it was able to program with this one. So most of the cars that I've done was Japanese cars, Subarus, different cars like that. BMWs, I probably did like 2. And like I said, but at the end of the day, it's up to you what you choose. This is my comparison video. And I know it doesn't really show much what the machine can do because I'm not in the car, but as you guys can see, I do have a section in my tutorials where it'll show you guys exactly about the machines. It have tutorials telling you guys a lot about each machine and how great they work. They're both great machines. I don't think neither one of them is bad. If you're just looking for something as an all system scanner, Autel has just released a new one where it's a wireless fob and it's a Bluetooth controller, and it's like $70, and it does everything that this machine does, and it's only $70. So instead of spending $300 something, you could end up spending $70 and get a machine that does everything that this one does. Even the wireless fob, the transmitter I'm telling you about, that's $70. It programs keys also, just like this. It programs keys from your cell phone with the software. But the software, you gotta buy all the software. The software is like $20 each. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Peace. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to subscribe.